No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Um, okay, it's live. Let me try to share again. No, not this, but share. I had another voice that is not Ola's voice. Who was it that was responding now? Okay. Let's do this exercise over here. And, or maybe, do I need to rotate my phone? Maybe. So you guys are going to be able to see. Are you guys able to see?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And we just gonna, as I said, we're gonna be focusing on the algebraic, right? Algebraic expressions and anything that has to do with algebra, right? So this first part here, um, we're just gonna make use of the first information, which is number one, to answer all the questions that you have from 1.1 up until 1.3, okay? And remember, I told you guys the marks must guide you of how long your answer should be. If like this, you see like it's 3 marks, so that means you're not gonna write just one thing and expect to get the whole 3 marks, okay? So the first, not the first question, but the information says if A is equal to 3x squared plus 5x minus 2, B is equal to minus 2x squared minus x squared plus 5, and what? And C is equal to minus 5 plus 2x squared plus 5. Determine the following, okay? Determine the following. So in this case, we're gonna go to the first question, which is 1.1. They say A plus C. So when they say A plus C, we're gonna take the A that you have over there. Let me use a different color. Okay, so you're gonna take A here and then you add it with C over here. And remember, you're not adding just two things, you're adding a lot of numbers or a lot of variables, numbers and variables. So you have to put your things in brackets, okay? So this is how you're gonna do it. Let's go here. Let's write our A. A. Mm-mm. A plus C. Is it a minus? It's a plus. So it's going to be 3x squared plus 5x minus 2 plus what? Plus in brackets. C is minus 5 plus minus 5 plus minus 5 plus what? Plus 2x squared plus 2x squared plus x, if I'm not mistaken. So you see, we just we just replaced our a with this because a is equal to that, and then we just replaced our c with this over here, and now we're just gonna solve and add the like terms, right? So the like terms in this case, the ones with the squared, the ones with the x squared, and then again we're gonna have the one with x, the one no, but the one with just x, And again, we're gonna have the number and the number. So you're gonna add the like terms like that. So you're going to add x squared with x squared, x with x, and a number with a number because you don't want to mix everything, okay? So you don't want to have or find yourself adding 3x squared with x because that's going to be wrong. We only add the like terms. Like terms meaning that they have they are sort of like similar. They are like the only difference will be just the number. If you can look at this one and this one, you have 3 and you also have 2, but the x squared is here and the x squared is here. Do you see? So those are the like terms. And then we also have the 5x and just the x. You see, both of them have x, but there's invisible one here, remember? And there's 5 here. So the difference is just the numbers. Okay, are you guys following?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. And um let's see. So we're gonna start with the ones with x squared. So 3x squared plus 2x squared is going to be 5x squared. Okay. So I'm gonna have my 5x squared. So this is it. I'm gonna have my 5x squared. Okay. So not 5x to the power of 4 because when you are adding the like terms, you just add the numbers, okay? You just add the numbers before the common factor. In this case, the common factor is this. The common friend is this, is x squared, x squared. So we're just gonna add the 2 and the 3. Then we have a 5x x squared is 5x squared. I was trying to remove that 4. And then, guys, again, we're going to add 5x with x. Remember, I said there's an invisible one over here. So it's like you're saying 5x plus 1x, which is going to be 6x. Okay. So positive 6x. And again, we're gonna add a -2 with a -5. That means it's going to be -2 plus -5. -2 plus -5, which is the same as -2 minus 5, which is going to be how much? Which is going to be 7, -7 or -7. So that means our answer in this case is equal to A plus C in this case is going to be equal to 5x squared plus 6x minus 7. Do you guys get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Any question?
No, ma'am.
No from everyone else is cool? Are you on the same page?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And remember, guys, if in case you want to check if your answer is correct, what you're going to do or what you can possibly do to check if your answer is correct is to pick any value as your x value. Let's say, Ule, you pick any number from 2, okay? Any number from 2, you must avoid to use 1, okay? So you choose any number as your x value. Let's say, for example, you pick 5 to be your x value. So what you're going to do to check if your answer is correct, you're going to substitute 5 here and again substitute 5 here. So where you see x, you replace with 5 in brackets, okay? So when you see x, you replace it with positive, but you put it in the brackets. And then to check if you get the same amount for this and this, that means your answer is correct, okay? But then you have if you try to like prove or check if your answer is correct, but here you'll find you get 84 and then here you get 700 and whatever, that means your answer is absolutely wrong because it's supposed to get the amount because that is the simplification. So your answer is simplified, not changed. So something when something is simplified, it's still the same, but it's just that it's not as big as it was before. Okay. So try to replace x with 5 and check how much you're getting for this one and for this one. Then we will know if we are correct. Did you get that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Manahil, how are you there?
I'm good, ma'am.
Great, 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 great. And how much are you guys getting?
I understand, ma'am.
Okay. Oh, my screen is not sharing. Okay. Is it sharing now?
Yes.
Okay. And I to ask you guys to replace x with a positive 5. Remember, when you're trying to check if your answer is correct and you're substituting, you have to make sure that your value is in brackets, okay? How much did you get, Ole?
Ma'am, I'm still calculating it.
Still calculating. And the rest of you guys, how much did you get, Colin? Muluko and Malahil, how much did you guys get?
I understand, ma'am.
You what?
I understand.
Okay, I'm asking how much did you get? Did you calculate? Did you just join now, Manahil?
No, 20 minutes ago, ma'am. I'm still solving.
Yeah, no problem.
Ma'am, can you share the screen again to the question?
Oh, the screen is off. Let's see. Let me try to do this before I share my screen because I think it goes off quickly because it hates me. So let me try to make it like me. Share my screen. Done, done. Okay. Um, here's my screen. And Ole, are you done calculating? Guys, are you here?
Ma'am, I can't see the question.
You can't see the question. So I asked you guys to calculate for the expression, what's going to be the amount or the total amount if our x is equal to positive 5 from the original one, which is 3x squared plus 6, actually plus 5x minus 2 plus in brackets minus 5, da. Okay, so what I wanted to you to do on your calculator is this, okay, is to, maybe you guys didn't get me. To try to check if your answer is correct, you're going to say 3 into 5 squared plus 5 into 5 minus 2 plus minus 5 plus 2 into 5 squared plus 5. Okay, so whatever that you get here should be the same as what you're going to be getting here. 5 into 5 squared plus 6 into 5 minus 7. So whatever that you get here should be the same as this one. And in case you're wondering where am I getting a 5, I said we're gonna pick any value and you must try as hard as possible to stay away from using 0 and 1 when you are trying to prove if your answer is correct or not. I said there's a method, or this is one of the methods that you can use to verify if your answer is correct. Okay, so in this case I picked 5, and whatever that I'm going to be getting from the first or with the original expression should be the same as the final expression or the simplified expressions, because basically these two are the same. The only difference is just that this one is not simplified and this one is simplified. Are we guys on the same page?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Now let's go to 1.2. 1.2 says C minus P. So I said we're just going to replace the letters with the expressions that we are given under the question 1. So we have C minus B. So that means we're going to take what? We're going to take C minus B. And I said when you are trying to solve for these kind of questions, you make sure that the second one is in the brackets, okay? In the brackets. So in this case, our B is going to be in the brackets. You just open the bracket and then copy and paste the B from the first question of first information there. And I'm going to do that on the side, which is what? Which is, let's see, I have minus 5. Okay, let me try to wipe this so that it doesn't look messy. Yeah. So I'm just going to say minus 5, minus 5, minus 5 plus 2x, 2x squared plus x minus b. They said minus b, okay? So my b is what? My b is this 2x squared minus 2x squared minus x. Oh, sorry, minus 2x minus x squared. So I said we put it in the brackets, okay? So I'm going to open the bracket here, and then it's minus 2x minus x squared minus x squared I think it was a plus. The last one was plus 7, okay? Plus 7. So do you guys see that we replaced our C and our B. So it's C minus B. Do you guys see that? Because this is our C and this is our B over here. Okay, so we just replace those with the expression, so it's going to be easier for us to calculate. Okay, so we have minus 5 plus 2x squared plus x minus in brackets we have minus 2x minus x squared plus 7. So first thing first, remember we have bottomers that instruct us to do what? To remove the brackets, okay? To remove the brackets. So we have to make sure the brackets are removed. So you're just gonna copy everything but removing the brackets. So we're gonna have minus 5 plus 2x squared plus x. And when we are removing the brackets and there's a sign between, uh, oh no, there's a sign before the bracket, we're just gonna multiply the sign with all the signs that you have here or all the numbers that you have here. So we have a negative multiplied by negative is what? Is positive. Negative multiplied by negative, guys, is positive. So we're gonna have, sorry about that, we're gonna have 2x and then negative y, just the negative multiplied by the negative is going to be plus x squared. The negative multiplied by negative is going to be what? Is going to be 7. So basically, when you have a negative and you're multiplying it with everything in the brackets, that means everything is going to change the sign or its sign. And if it was a positive, let's say for example here it was a positive, not a minus, that means all the signs in here were going to remain the same. So the negative will remain the negative and the positive will remain positive. But because the sign here in this case is what? Is negative, that means we're going to have the inverse. So the signs in the brackets are going to take a different form. If it's positive, negative, negative, then positive. Okay, so now that we have something like this, I told you guys about the like terms. Do you remember what did I say about the like terms, or which like terms are you able to identify on this expression over here?
Then the first one is -5 and -7.
-5 and -7. Okay. So the first one is -5 and -7. Yes.
The second one is going to be 2x to the power 2 and x to the power 2.
Excuse me.
Then the second one is going to be 2x to the power 2 and x to the power 2.
Absolutely. This and this.
And then the last one is going to be x and 2x.
X and 2x. Okay.
Yes,
We're going to add the 2 now. So when we add, remember, we don't add the x's or the exponents or the variables exponents. So I said when you add 2x squared with x squared, we're not going to have 3x and then you add this 2. Then you say 3x to the power of 4. That's going to be absolutely wrong, okay? So basically, this one goes with this one. So that means we're going to add whatever that comes before that, okay? So it's going to be 2 plus 1. There's an invisible one over here, guys. because it doesn't make sense. It mathematically doesn't make sense to say 1x, okay? So we have 2 plus 1 is going to be 3x squared. 3x squared. And then again, we're going to add what? X with 2x. Remember, I said we add the numbers, okay? Not the variables. So we're going to have 2 plus indivisible 1 is going to be 3. So that means we're going to have 3x. And again, we're going to add what? We're going to add -5 and -7. So it's -5 plus -7 or -5 -7 or -5 -7, which is going to be -12. Okay. So that means our final answer in this case is going to be 3x squared plus 3x minus 12. Are you guys following?
Yes, ma'am.
Do we
Yes,
have
ma'am.
any questions so far?
No, ma'am.
No question. Okay. Okay, let's look at this. The product of A and a -2. The product of A and -2. Do you guys know what do they mean by when they say product?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So that means we're going to what? We're going to say they want, what do they want? The product of A and 2. So that means it's like we're saying what? It's like we're saying A multiplied by 2, okay? -2, they said.
Okay.
-2, okay? So we're just gonna go here and say, okay, our A is equal to what? Is equal to, let me use this, is equal to 3 plus 5x -2, and I'm just gonna keep everything in the brackets, multiplied by -2 on 2, like that, okay? And then remember Botma says we must remove the brackets, but everything must be multiplied by 2. You can't just say, okay, now we have 3x squared plus 5x minus 2 manahil and say multiplied by 2 and say you remove the brackets. This is not how you remove a bracket. If there's a multiplication before this and this, or between the bracket and the number, if there's a multiplication, you need to do something. You don't just remove it like how you remove it when you having a negative like a minus or a plus, of which is also not the case, because when you have a negative or minus, you multiply everything that's in the bracket with the sign. And I said if it's a positive, then everything in the bracket will remain the same. And if it's a negative, then the signs are going to change, are going to flip. Okay. So definitely this is not how you remove the bracket. Does somebody know how we're gonna remove brackets here? Which I think I forgot. Does anybody know? Manahil, do you know how we're going to remove the bracket? Yeah.
We can start by solving the sum inside.
Manahil, I can't hear you. What did you say?
We can start by solving the things inside, the numbers inside.
Mm. Okay. So the first thing that you're going to do, Manahil, is to try and get rid of the brackets, okay? So when you get rid of the brackets, maybe let me wipe this so that this is a bit clear, or rather let me use a marker. Okay, so I have 3x squared plus 5x minus 2 in brackets multiplied by -2. So to get rid of the brackets, I'm just going to multiply everything with the -2. Okay, so it's going to be -2 multiplied by this, -2 multiplied by this, and -2 multiplied by that. Okay, so -2 multiplied by 3x squared is going to be 6x squared. Oh no, 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 no. Hey. Okay. And then I have 6x squared because 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, but I have a negative here. So it's going to be a minus 6x squared. And then again, I'm going to multiply my -2 with what? With the positive 5x, which is going to give me minus 10x minus 10x, and again I'm going to multiply by -2 with a -2. Then I'm going to have positive 4, because a negative multiplied by a negative, we get a positive. So that's why my answer here is +4. And basically, this is my answer simplified. Okay, but again, I can simplify it further and divide everything with 2, because you see, 2 can go in here, 2 can go in here, and 2 can go in there. Okay, so I can say everything divided by 2. So I can say divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2. Then I'm going to have what? I am going to have -6 divided by 2 is going to be 3. So I'm going to have -3x squared minus 5x minus or plus 2. It's going to be +2. And this is going to be my final answer. Okay? Are you guys following?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Any question?
Ma'am, can you like please move up to the answer?
Can I move up to the answer?
Yes, please do.
Okay. There you have it. Just before you know it. Are you copying that?
No, ma'am, the one you just did now, 1.3.
1.3. That
Thank you,
one.
ma'am.
Okay. Are you copying that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, okay, okay.
Oh, I'm done. Thank you.
Okay, that's good. Let's see. And let's see now. We have number 2 here. They say consider the following expressions. A is what? Is 3x squared minus 2 plus 4x. And our B is 2x minus 6x squared plus 5x squared. And then we have C, which is 4 minus 2x squared plus 3. And then number 2.1 says determine the value of A plus B plus C. Do you guys know how we're gonna do it? Manahil, I'm gonna start with you.
Is it A, ma'am?
What?
Is it A? Do I have to solve A?
No, you determine the value of A, B, and C. So you're just gonna add A, B, and C. You replace the A with the expression that they've given you for A, and for B, you're gonna do the same. Replace it with the expression they've given you for B, and for C, gonna do the same thing again. So you're going to replace the C with the values that you are given there, or rather the expression that you are given there, which represents C. Do you understand me?
So, ma'am, do I just solve the three questions by like adding them?
So this is what you're going to do. Let me try to wipe here. So we're going to have, this is our A, B, and C. They say we adding all the letters A plus B plus C. So we're going to have 3x squared minus 2 plus 4x plus let me try to 3x squared minus 2 plus 4. 3x squared minus x plus, was it minus 2, guys? Minus 2 plus, gosh, I forgot. It's 4 and it's 2. And did you guys get the value for, wait, why is my marker not marking? Hey, Banna. Why is my marker not marking? Oh, okay, so I had to do this. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure that everything fits here. So minus 2 4x, and then they say plus in the brackets, let's see, 2x squared minus 6x squared, 2 6 2 x minus 6x squared plus 5x squared, close the bracket. And again, what do I have? I have 4 minus 2 plus 3. 4 minus 2 plus 3. I think this one has x squared and the 3 has x. Yes. Squared and x, like that. This is how they want us to do it, Manahil. Basically, this is what they are saying. So this is what? This is our A, and then we add it with our B, and then we add it with our C. This is our C, okay? Can you see that? Can you see for A we have this, which is this one over here, and for B we have this, which is all this one, and then for this, which is C, we have this one, and here they say A plus B plus C, okay?
So,
So,
ma'am,
mm,
so do we basically we this basically write the exponents as for we replace the 3x to the power of 2 by 3x to the power of 8.
sorry, Manahil, can you say that again?
So so for example, the first the for the A expression, do we write the 3x to the power of 2 as 3x to the power of A?
As we write 3x to the power of 2 as what?
Do we for the a expression, do we write 3x to the power of a?
No. We just what we did here, Manahil, we just replaced the A that you're seeing here. Oh, Gosam, I don't know what I'm doing. We just replaced the A that you're seeing here. Do you see that? Let me use a different
Yes.
so we just replacing this A with this whole expression over here. Okay, so that we can be able to calculate the value of A plus B plus C. Okay, if we just had something like this, we're not going to be able to go further because I mean we don't know the value of A, we don't know the value of B, but we know how much is A. A is equal to 3x squared minus 2 plus 4x. So we're just going to replace the A with that which we just did over here. 3x squared minus 2 plus 4. And again, we have what? We have b, which is 2x minus 6x squared plus 5x squared, which is this one over here. That is our b. So we are replacing the letters with the expressions that represent the letter. So this expression over here represents a, this one represents b, and this one over here represents c. Yeah? Do you get it?
Yes, ma'am.
Like,
Okay. And now we're just gonna simplify. And I said when we are simplifying, we're gonna add the like terms, okay? We're gonna add terms. So the ones that have the very same surname, we're gonna add them together. Which are the like terms? By looking at this expression over here, what like terms do you guys see?
ma'am,
Ole?
is it possible that they can
3x to
be
the
three?
power of 2.
Um, let's start with Ole.
Ma'am, negative 6x to the power 2 and 5x to the power 2.
Negative 6x to the power of 2.
Ma'am, also 3x to the power 2.
Also 3 to the power of 3x to the power of 2 and minus 2x to the power of z. Okay,
Okay.
Manahil, what are the like terms that you see here?
For 4x,
Mm,
the 2x, the 4 and the 3x.
the 4 and the 3x.
The 3x at the end.
This one, okay. And Muluko, what are your like terms? Is Muluko still in here? Okay. Colin. Okay, guys, do you wanna hop on it? Guys, what are other like terms?
And
The
ma'am,
4,
Mm-hmm. Wanna hear?
the 4,
Four
and the 6x to the power of 2.
The 6x to the power of 2 won't be a like term to 4 because the 4 doesn't have x to the power of 2, okay?
Ma'am, is it a -2?
Yes, so it's going to be -2. So basically, Manahil, the like terms share the same x to the power of 2 or variable to the power of 2 or letter to the power of 2 or letter to the power of 3 or letter to the power of any number, as long as they have like the same letter with the same exponent of the letter, okay? And again, it can be just numbers that has the a letter, just a letter, no to the power of something is just x. Let's say, for example, y or x or any letters that they may give to you, okay? So in this case, we have x. So and like are just numbers with nothing, just numbers. So because you can be able to add numbers together, they don't have like a variable, then those are um regarded as the like terms too, okay? And now let's try to simplify. So we have 3x to the power of 2 minus, let me write them closer to each other, or let me use this. So I have 3, I have 3, I have 3x to the power of 2. So I'm done with you. Minus 6x to the power of 2 minus 6x power of 2. I'm done with you. And then minus 2x to the power of 2 minus 2x to the power of 2. Okay. And what else do I have? Oh, 5 plus 5 to the power of x to the power of 2. 5x to the power of 2. Like that. I'm done with that. And then again, I'm going to have what? I'm going to have the x. So it's going to be 4x. So I'm going to 4x. I'm done with you. Plus 2x, this one. So it's plus 2x. And then what else do we have? Plus 3x. Okay. So it's going to be plus 3x. And again, I'm going to have a minus 2 and a positive 4. So I can just start with plus 4, minus 2. Then now I'm going to 5. So 3 minus 6 minus 2 plus 5 is equal to 0. Okay, because 5, 3 plus 5, okay, we'll do this. 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. Okay, 3 is equal to 8, and then minus 2 and minus 6 is equal to minus 8. So 8 minus 8 is equal to 0. And what else are we going to have? So I'm just not going to document that. Something else. And again, we have 4x and 2x. And then my answer is going to be 6x. And oh no, there's another x value. So it's going to be 9x because it's 6 plus 3, which is going to be 9. So it's going to be 9x. Okay, I'm done with this part. And then I'm going to have this one, which is 4 minus 2, which is positive 2. So my answer in this case is going to be 9x plus 2. Are we guys together? Do you guys following?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any guys? Manahil? Ole, are you all good?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let me check the time. Hey, we are almost out of time. Let me see if oh, okay. Let's do this last one over here. which is this one. They say determine minus 3a. So when there's minus 3a like that, so that means you're going to do what? You're going to replace the a with the expression that we have been given there for a. Do you guys know how we're going to do that? Or do you guys have an idea of how we're going to do it?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. No problem. Gladly gonna do it with you guys. So when they say minus 3a like that, the first thing that we're going to do is to replace the a with the expression that we have a. So it's minus 3a. Okay, let me write it over here. So it's minus 3a. I'm just gonna have minus 3. Bit far. So it's going to be minus 3. And then this is my a minus 2, okay? This is my a over here. So that means I'm going to replace my minus a with the what? With 3. I mean with my a with 3x squared minus 2 plus 4x. Okay, excuse me. So now that we have something like this, I said we need to remove the brackets. What must say we must work with or remove the brackets first, okay? So I'm going to multiply everything in the brackets with a minus 3, okay? So let's start with the first one, which is what? Which is 3 multiplied by 1. 3 multiplied by, let me try to do this, okay? Minus 3 multiplied by 3x squared is going to be minus 9x to the power of 2, okay? And then again, minus 3 multiplied by minus 2 is going to be plus 6, okay? And then minus 3 multiplied by a positive 4 is going to be minus 12 or negative 12x like this. And then now we have what? We have minus 9x squared minus 12x and then plus 6. This is going to be my final answer. Okay. Do we have any question? Hmm. Do you guys have any question for me?
No, ma'am.
No question.
Yes,
Okay. I'm gonna stop sharing. Let's see. Colin, Panahil, do you guys have any questions for me?
No, ma'am.
No question. Okay, guys, enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you guys next time when we meet. Bye, guys.
Bye, ma'am.